Jimi Hendrix today, Teen.
I know, you're just definitely a wild thing, hey,
Oh,
no.
I'm the wild child. Literally, I am in our family.
You definitely are.
You know, Teen, decisions you make, a lot of them do have consequences. And boy, do we have a story to tell you today.
Yes, we do, don't we? This is a very personal story.
It really is. So, prior to the pandemic, we'd been to Portugal, 3 times?
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
And so we were going to go and move there. We started the process. And this is where having some of your decisions can come back and literally bite you in the ass.
The expression is.
So we decided to attempt to go to Portugal using the D7 visa route. So we knew that we would have to have an interview at our local consulate in Toronto, and we needed certain information for us to be able to go to that interview. What was the first thing that we felt was easiest to get for us?
Well, that would have to be our NIF number, which was kind of at the top of the list that we needed to be able to get this D7 visa. So we set about how can we get one, didn't we, Norm?
We did.
We did.
And so get on the old Googling.
Yeah.
And there are lawyers that will get it for you. Mm-hmm. And there are also independent agencies. The agencies were a little less expensive. So we found this place. It had good reviews, $99 each. They would get us a NIF number, and we could do it from Canada.
Actually, it was 99 euros.
Euros, sorry.
So about $150, which
Canadian.
we thought seemed quite reasonable, didn't we?
Yeah.
So they asked us for quite a bit of information. I think we had to give like a passport number, where we lived, things like that, didn't we?
So they knew our name and address, our ages, our passport number.
Yeah.
I think maybe even our social insurance number.
Or driver's license, one or the
Driver's
license. We didn't give the social insurance number. We gave his driver's license just to prove who we were. And they needed that apparently because we were giving them power of attorney to actually get this number on our behalf because we weren't in Portugal. And
we probably didn't do as much research on the NIF number because we were so focused on the process of the D7 visa. Turns out an NIF number is with you for life. It's a social insurance number. It's a tax number. So when we decided not to go to Portugal, that's when these decisions started coming back to us. And you suddenly realize the amount of data that you've given somebody on yourself so they can build a profile up about you.
So they actually knew quite a lot about us that they could then take this information and actually send it to data brokers.
And part of the thing, we didn't grow up with the internet, just like you probably didn't because you're similar ages to us. Data brokers make money on tracing who you are online. And it's getting to the stage where this is a multi-million-dollar business. And they build profiles about you. They record your browsing history. They get information from sneaky places like competitions. You want to win a prize, you fill out some information, maybe your age, your address. That goes into your profile at the data brokers. And the worst ones are the financial data brokers because they'll get your credit score as well. And they're selling this information. Some people who can buy it might not be upstanding citizens. They could be crooks who are looking to do identity theft. So what can you do about that, Teen?
You can sign up for Incog.
And that's what we've done.
We
and
have.
we're impressed with the service.
Yes.
It's a subscription, and they will use the Data Protection Act against these data brokers on your behalf in an automated way. So day one, you sign up. What happens, Teen?
They send out lots of requests to all these places that might have information about you. And they are basically asking for it all to be removed. It is a removal tool that they're sending out to get rid of all the information from all these places that have been storing all this information about you.
So after a couple of weeks, they've had a great response from these data brokers. So a lot of your data has been removed automatically. And they continue to do this, working on your behalf, making you more secure so you can't have your identity stolen. So if you use the link here for Incog, you will get a terrific deal.
Yes.
There's a money-back guarantee and a special offer for all of our viewers if you use this link that you'll see on the screen right now.
And we have signed up for it, and we are so looking forward to how it's going to make us feel safer in our life. Yeah.
So we did ask the agency who got us our NIF numbers to remove our data from their site once we had broken free of them. The trouble with a NIF is that you don't know the language in Portugal, you don't know the red tape, and so you do need a financial representative most of the time. But they just changed the law, didn't they, Teen?
They did. And with the new change, it means because we don't live in Portugal, we live here in Canada, and we do not own a car in Portugal, we do not have a bank account in Portugal, we were then eligible...
Or own property.
Or own property. We were then eligible to have them removed and for us to be the only people listed on our NIF number.
So we can become our own representative, where we don't need a financial or lawyer representing for us. The only thing about all the steps to achieve this online are not complete.
No.
So it's taken us a year to do this. And basically, because we had Google Chrome, within the Chrome browser, there's a translation tool. I was able to navigate all the way through it.
Norm was. He did a brilliant job. I was just speechless at it all, and you managed to do it. But there was one very important missing link where everybody tells you how to do it. It wasn't 100% correct, was it, Norm?
No, they walk you through the whole process of the
how to do it.
Portuguese tax website. And yes, I followed all those steps. And then you submit it to the tax people as a question, and they rejected it.
Yeah.
Because what they're not telling you is you need to go to an email portal for communication directly with the tax people. And funnily enough, they have set up an email portal with the Portuguese Postal Service, the CTT. And
that was the final
that
link.
was the missing link.
The missing link that allowed us to do it. And once Norm had gone on and filled this in, we've now got 2 brand new PDFs back with us on, and they are removed.
So we sent it to the financial representative we had, told them that we no longer required their services and to stop billing our credit card, €99 every year each, which it was turning out to be about $350 Canadian a year.
But here was the biggest surprise when they replied back, wasn't it, Norm? They said, yes, we can see that you're now representing yourself and you've taken us off. And we actually asked them to remove all our data from their files, didn't we?
Yeah. And who knew it? They wouldn't.
And who knew it? Yeah. They said, get this, we had to send a copy of our passport or driver's license to actually prove who we were to remove the information we wanted them to remove in the first place.
Now, if that doesn't seem like a scam, I don't know what is.
So we are not going to do this, are we?
And instead we signed up with the Incog, and they're going to do it for us.
Yeah, they're going to do it for us.
Along with all these other data brokers out there. So just be careful. Because in retirement, a lot of people do want to move to a new country, maybe for better weather, maybe for cheaper living, maybe to be near an old family. But be sure that that's what you want to do, because we thought we were sure and then had second thoughts, and it created a big problem for us to get out of it. Luckily, we didn't go through with the bank account because there are huge problems closing bank accounts in Portugal for foreigners. So be warned that make sure the decisions that you make don't have consequences that will come back and make life difficult for you. So if you want to go to Portugal, make sure you really, really do want to do that.
And also we've heard another story about somebody getting their green card to go into the US. And they also did the same, applied for it, got it, and then changed their minds and didn't want to go. Unfortunately, you can't just get rid of that green card. They are now a taxpayer in the US.
They have to file tax paperwork every year, even though they don't live there, they've never worked there, and they're not going there. And the other thing, just quickly coming back to Portugal, if you buy a car because you want to go out there 4 or 5 months a year, so you buy a car instead of having to rent one, then that makes you a tax citizen of Portugal. You will have to fill in tax returns every year in Portuguese. So maybe just rent a car. Do what we do, rent an apartment.
And we would like to say that we hope that you find this information useful. And if you do, we would really love you to subscribe to our channel.
We really would.
To give us the like.
And share.
Yes. And it will really help our channel grow.
Anyway, we hope that everybody is keeping well.
And staying safe.
And until the next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.